It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Bears and the Texans on Sunday night.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ball is teed up. It's their punter, Torrey Taylor, to do the honors. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, it's just not...
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Mahomes. Catch made by Cooks. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. This finds Cooks complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. This finds Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That's complete, here's Brown. And this one does not go far. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 1 yard for them, and now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th and short.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Trey Tucker to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Fires right away, but incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On third down, it's Young. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Young. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Shotgun snap now to Young. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running right, this is Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
That's Cup on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
First red zone opportunity of the game now for the Texans. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Young working from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
3rd and long for him here. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is Katie York for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Cordero Patterson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. 2nd and 3 now. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 2nd and 3. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Jukes out a one-stop. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Here's Mahomes now. Here's a throw out wide to his wide receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Running for it with Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a second quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here.
The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. He'll get this to Cup. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. The Bears into the nickel for third down. Looking to throw, Young. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Bears start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going for the first with Dobbins. Jukes one defender. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Dobbins. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Now it's Mahomes. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Young on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans trailing in the early going. 3rd and 4 coming up now. A tight end in motion now. Young to throw here on 3rd. This one finds Kelsey. And he's brought down for a loss. The Bears decide to call their first time out. Torrey Taylor on to punt. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. That's taken at the 15. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. First down throw, Mahomes. On target to Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Again, Mahomes to throw. That one is caught left side of the field. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Back to the air, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And this one doesn't go far. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Throwing it again here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Geno Smith, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounced back from the defeat on opening weekend. And finally, on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Here's Young on 1st and 10. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Young working from the gun. That's taken in by Cup. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Bears are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Taylor again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a toss play, Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Punt team on the field. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. He has it at the 22. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's stopped after getting this down to about the 44. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Tight end in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And that gives them first and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
First down from the red zone. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. It's second and goal. Trying again following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears go up by 12. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
Option give to Taylor. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Young. Gets this to Woods. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
Young to throw it. This one finds Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Now it's Young. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Young throwing here. Fires over the middle. Caught. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Pickup of 5 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
The 15-yard line.
And he could have a free play here. This one's not going to be reeled in, but might have been a free play. It looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll throw it again. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job, but you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Thought that this might be 4-down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. This from just 23 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bears and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Mahomes on 1st and 10. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Taken in by Smith. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Play action, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to the air, Mahomes. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Texans have some new life in the fourth.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Which was an infraction of defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Taylor makes the catch. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Desperation time on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
1st and 10 from the 41. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they bring him down around the 34. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Texans 13.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out now come the Texans on offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Young on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Young looking to throw. Cup on the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first. Well, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Young working from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
That's caught for the first. It's a 21-yard gain. And now they have a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Play action now, Young. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights, and they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Another drive coming up for this offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Now to throw. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. To throw. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And now it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw it. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing now. Complete out to the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They're going for it, Young. Flush down now to his left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. To the air on 1st down, Young. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
York now for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Bears get this kick, and that spells the end of this ball game. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. And he's going to take a knee. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. And they'll kneel this down. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And they'll take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bears take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.